Is it recording?
Yep.
Alright, should we do this?
Alright, we're on the go.
Alright,
We're on
let's
the
go.
podcast.
Okay, you guys introduce and then, yeah.
Welcome to Food Froffies Fortnight Season 2, Episode 1. You must recall that we had a first season of, 4 episodes? 3?
Something like that.
We had all sorts of guests. We had that Jakey, we had that Toby, and we had... That's about it, I think.
Oh, that's what he...
It was really exciting.
Oh. Hey, wait, hold on. Is this show called Food Froffies and what? What's it called?
Rocket League.
Oh, it's Food Froffies and Rocket League because someone didn't download Fortnite in time.
Ah, well. Whoopsie
Well, we could change
daisies.
the name of the
No, we're not
thing.
changing.
You know, Aquatine Hunger Force, they changed the name of the show per season.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so we could just do
We
that.
could call it Food Froffies and Doll Bludgers.
Yes.
Food
I wish I
Froffies-
was a doll bludger.
Are we doing 2v2 or 3v3?
I'm not at the moment.
I haven't been introduced yet, so...
Yeah, so today's guests, I guess, are Jacob and
Mark.
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 Oh, we've
Good
got
one.
Mark Sarah.
Mark.
Mark Salmon, actually.
I thought it was Markle.
Why is
Brother-
that so funny? That's my name.
Brother of Kim.
No, well, Paul.
Kim. No, you're Paul Salmon too, yes.
Oh, Paul.
Well, there's Kim
Well,
Salmon,
he's
who
actually
was
my
a
dad.
musician.
Oh, who? Yeah. Well,
Kim Salmon.
what?
Kim Salmon.
For who?
Just a musician. I think he was just a solo man.
Oh, okay.
Had songs and
Oh.
Artist 100 back in
I
the day.
forget that people do solo acts.
Nah,
Those
it's-
bands
It's
nowadays.
a bit woke, isn't it?
So this
So,
is a riveting conversation, fellas.
Michael,
Yes.
food.
What? I mean, that's not my name.
Mark.
Prick.
Mark. So,
Oh, no.
Yes, Gary.
I believe you recently visited Vietnam.
Yes.
Tell us about
I
your
did.
travels and your food
Wow.
journey.
Fuck it. Oh, gee, that's a good question.
I think we should
Off the top, Gary, might I say.
start with the whole vegan thing.
Vegan. I'm vegan.
He's vegan.
I don't look it because I'm fat.
That's a good, that's
People genuinely have a hard time believing that I'm vegan when I tell them.
well, you've
And
done
I'm
well.
always just like, in my head, I'm like, it's because I'm fat and a bit of a bogan, right? Like, I don't know what else it could be. But yes. Oh, what?
Well, you've done well.
There's
You've done well.
there's
How have
another
I done
segment
well?
of this show that could incorporate into the belly.
Frothies.
That might be.
Oh.
We'll say that for later.
Oh.
We'll
No,
say
but
that.
before we move on, Michael, big question.
Well, we haven't even started.
You just went to Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
You spent what, 17 days there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
17, exactly, yep.
Did you shoot yourself?
No.
You didn't get sick?
No.
Really?
No. Nope, didn't
I think
get
he's
sick.
done
You
well.
actually come out, or you've come out pretty unscathed by the look of you. You came out how you came in.
You said I'd lost weight when I
Oh,
first saw
I
you,
thought it
mate.
was a
You were
nice
like,
thing to say.
you're like, oh, yeah, look at him, he's lost weight. Oh, 15 kilos. I'm
Oh,
like,
you must have
gee,
been
I
pretty
don't think that much.
dehydrated because I think you obviously rehydrated yourself pretty well when you
Yeah,
came.
well, look, I think that just speaks to the benefits of a vegan diet. You know, no street meat, no
No
fucking
street- yeah.
crook stuff into your belly. You're fine. You don't get sick.
That's the reason why I go to Southeast Asia.
To get sick and lose
Yeah,
weight.
just to shit
Just
myself
to-
for 10
so
days
you're
straight.
retching and yeah. Okay, cool.
It's one of those.
Are you-
It's a cultural experience.
Okay, Darth Maul,
Oh,
because there's a double ender.
Oh, there we go.
we're away.
There we go. Actually, I was looking pretty pale like him.
He is a pale man, isn't he? He's got little red
He's
strokes on
red.
his face.
He's red and black.
Red strokes.
Very, yeah.
He's got a white face though.
Man, I remember when that shit came out when I was a kid. That was the scariest
Darth
thing.
Maul
Own goal.
doesn't have a white face.
Must be thinking of someone else.
You thinking of Darth Vader?
No.
Because his face is.
I thought it was
pretty
like white and red.
Count
Maybe it's
Dooku?
black and
No,
red.
it's black
It's
and
black
red.
and
isn't
red.
it?
Yeah, it's Essendon.
Khan the bomb.
He's the Essendon guy.
He's Zeb's favourite.
Zebby.
Zebby.
Why hasn't
sorry,
he
we should
been on the
actually
podcast
stop
yet?
it now.
Yeah.
we're
So,
recording this early.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think I was thinking of someone else.
Yeah, he's
No,
Oh,
that's well done. What you
Thanks,
do there
Gary.
is you do a little cut of the video and you just put.
Yeah, I was doing it the lazy way, but it didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
It'll
what
look-
Gary's for. He's
Anyway,
good like that.
so yeah, flew into Ho Chi Minh City. It's only about an 8-hour flight to Ho Chi Minh, which is
Oh, yeah.
pretty good, direct.
And did you get wedged in with the person you sat next to on the plane? Was he all right?
No, he was
Yeah,
a
shit.
wanker. Did I tell
Oh,
anyone about
no.
this?
This is actually
Oh, this
interesting.
guy. Okay, so I've just fucked this up majorly. I've just
Oh,
gone on.
no, that's
he
unlucky.
touched it. He touched
That's
it.
unlucky. It was
He
a little
touched it.
bounce.
Yeah, that was good. This prick. So Cassie actually.
Oh.
That's my my partner's name. She actually did really well. She got all the emergency aisle seats, so we had heaps of leg room. Which
Really?
like I'm not even that tall. I don't really need it. I would have been fine without it. But this guy next to me just hogged both armrests. I was in the middle. He was on the aisle seat and
no.
hogged both armrests. And the prick, he like fell asleep a few times, and he like fell asleep with his arm over his like head, like behind his head, like this.
Oh no!
And it like fucking elbowed me in the side of the head twice. And one time was while I was sleeping, and it woke me up. I'm like, what are you? I didn't do anything because I wanted to belt him, so I just did nothing.
I think it generally goes down pretty well when you attack people on an aeroplane.
I don't believe in doxing people, but I think this man has the right to be doxed.
Yeah, well, I don't know his name.
Well, you should have got it. I would have.
Thank you. Well,
Food
thanks.
got a
Froffies and Michael belting people. I mean, Mark belting people.
Oh, come on.
That's a yeah.
You
I
know
wouldn't
better
do
than
that.
that, Jay.
Yeah.
So what was your first meal?
Jay. Banh mi.
Banh mi.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
The ultimate
just went across
Vietnamese
the
street
road,
food.
got banh mi. They had like all the bread, like the little baguettes,
Yeah.
the barn as they call them, in their like little display case, and there were ants in the display case.
Oh.
all over the
Yummy.
bread
Did you notice that before or after you ordered?
Before, and I said
You
to
still
Cassie,
followed
I was
through.
like, there's ants, and she's like, so what? I'm hungry, and I'm just like, okay. But then I think
Kinda
I
based.
think they were like display.
Oh, so not
breads.
like the actual.
They weren't,
Yeah.
Bread
but-
they were using.
so they got something else. I didn't see them use those bread
Okay.
pieces to make it.
That's a little bit better then.
Yeah,
Oh.
but I was just like, oh great.
How do they compare the
Yeah.
banh mi's over there
Yeah,
compared
so
to
this
back
is
here?
something I wanted to talk about.
We know that there's a really good place in Sunshine that's really cheap, but it's not often that close to us, so it's hard to access. So
Nah,
I'd be
okay.
interested to see.
Best
how-
place in Melbourne to get banh mi is Luke's Bakery.
Where?
Luke's Bakery.
Is that
fucking-
Footscray?
Where?
It's great. They've got a few places. There's one in Reza, but they've got a few other locations. They're going to be opening one pretty close to my house as well in Preston, which is going to be sick.
Oh, I reckon the best one's in Victoria Street, Richmond.
Oh, that
that
one was good. That you.
That's so conveniently located too. Oh boy.
How much is it? How do the ones in Vietnam compare to the ones that we have here?
So they're a lot lighter on like the filling
Oh, well, that's
Okay.
shit.
because
Is the bread the same size there?
yeah, it's like the same. It's the same like mini baguette
Oh,
Just
almost a
with less
time goal.
filling.
Yeah, and you can get like if you're getting like a vegan or vegetarian one, you just get the mushroom one, and it's like a lot thinner. There's not as much in there. And like it's pretty good. Like I did have some more in Hoi An, which is like halfway up the coast, which is really a nice like place. It's probably the best place I went because it wasn't so
Was it
busy.
different? Because it's a different area of the country.
Yeah, they are all different. So like
Yeah.
generally down south is like sweeter, like all their foods. And then you go like halfway up, a lot more spicier,
Okay.
like stronger flavors, and then north is more savory kind of flavors, but like not as like strong as like as the middle in terms of like spice and stuff. But yeah, so very different the banh mi. I did have a really good mushroom banh mi in Hanoi. Actually, the food in Hanoi was probably the best, and it's like so regularly and so cheap. Like I barely paid over $10 Australian for dinner for two people, like pretty much every night. If you just go to the places where it's just like a mum and dad kitchen and they've just got the shop front at the front, like that's where you go. Don't
Yeah.
bother going to the fancy places that are like catered for like Westerners.
Tourists, yeah.
Just go and get like a pho from like the local place. It'll just be better and cheaper.
Now, I'm a big satay man. I like a satay.
I have been saying that for a while.
I know that there's...
Hang on, the white man's talking.
And I know that it's often... I don't know. I know there's vegan variants of satay, but did you find anything that sort of
Satay
satisfied your needs? Peanut butter, right?
Yeah.
There's like a peanut... Like
I feel like most satays.
most satays are vegan?
Yeah,
Oh,
because it's just peanut.
yeah,
So
fair enough.
That's more of a Thai thing. But yeah, you do get like...
No, they like dipping the rice paper rolls into it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, I actually had these things called summer rolls. So like similar to... Well, it's... obviously summer, different season. So spring, summer. Anyway, but it's like, yeah, it is
Go
rice
into more
paper
detail,
roll.
actually.
Yeah,
Can you explain it better.
So, well, I wanted to know if there was a winter and autumn roll. That's all I want to know.
Oh.
But maybe the banh mi could be considered a winter roll. Anyway, I digress. But like over there, they like green mango as like fiend savoury foods, which I feel like in Australia we don't do enough. Not enough like combining of like the sweet and savoury and sour flavour profiles. I feel like we don't do that enough in Australia.
One of my favourite salads is a Waldorf salad. How good.
Ooh,
A little apple, you
that?
get the walnuts
Yes.
and the mayonnaise.
Hold on. What did you just say?
One of my
He eats
favourite...
Favorite salads.
Come on.
I thought your favorite salad would be just a meat platter.
Third
One of your
wave.
favorite salads at HSP, it's got some potato and a bit of meat and some cheese on it.
Salad dressings.
Salad dressing.
Barbecue, garlic and chili.
Oh, there you go.
No, I have
You heard it first, folks.
I've bowled a deuce roti.
I've now heard it all.
When was the first time you had that salad? Last week?
Oh, no.
Sorry.
And next you're going to tell me everyone's
that's
paying their taxes.
No, we don't hear at Food
No,
Froffies and
we're
Rocket
not
League. We
food
don't-
froffies
we
and
don't
tax
condone.
advice.
That
Yeah.
water's getting very hot.
To all of our friends at the ATO out there, come and find us. You're not gonna find much.
You'll never find
Wait,
anything.
I
on
think I
Mark.
can hear the kettle boiling.
You've got nothing on Mark Salmon and Gary Smith. I can guarantee you that.
All
boys.
I'm saying is
Carmen.
the resources that
Same
they
goes for the
spend on
police.
Carmen.
the resources that they'll spend on catching us won't be the same amount that we're.
Carmen, what's your surname?
Oh, I didn't get that far, actually.
He's like, and Carmen in my ear.
Well, we finally gave up a goal.
Any danger of a Fortnite game going ahead at some point?
To be honest, I think this is a little more engaging.
Oh, is it?
Is it?
Well,
I mean, I still want to watch Fortnite.
Yeah, you'll get a
same,
bit of both.
Yeah. Variety.
Bit of light and shade.
But anyway, the summer roll. So it just has green mango, like tempeh, tofu in it, some of that rice noodles. It was good. I actually did a cooking class in Hoi An.
Oh, yeah, I saw that photo.
It
Oh,
was
good.
yeah, Chickpea Eatery. Shout out to Chickpea Eatery in Hoi An. Fucking hell, God! That's right.
To our friends at Chickpea Eatery.
Fuck. That's all right. That's all right. Calm down, Mark.
I love seeing the spikes there on the waveform.
Oh.
Well, I've stayed back for this
Here we
one.
go. All
And
right,
so what did you
anyway.
learn to
So
cook there?
Chickpea Eatery. Mark.
Summer roll was first course, and I
Nice.
stuffed up all the rolls.
Ah, that's all right. I'm sure
but,
others did
But
too.
like, I'm good at combining ingredients. I'm not. Anything that needs a little bit of thimbleness, dexterity.
Oh, dexterity.
That's what they call me.
I don't know if that was the right word, but yeah, like fidgety shit. I was like, no, I just see my way of cooking is getting a lot of ingredients, putting it in a pot.
Oh, I thought you were
I
going to
like
say getting
that,
a lot
yeah.
of ingredients and putting it in your mouth.
Yeah, because I'm fat. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yep.
Well,
It's all right,
it's not
I
like
got
one
the
of
same
us could
treatment
do it,
about
yeah?
5 minutes ago.
No.
Oh, sorry, Kim.
No, that's
oh,
good.
sorry.
So
No,
you
I
feel
like
like
it.
you're going to
Sorry.
take
Looks
some of
like
these
it's
skills back with you now that you're back home. Have you actually tried Have you tried busting out a few of the courses?
Well, the Vietnamese salad was really good too. I had that. That was the first time ever eating a salad.
A vegan who doesn't like salad.
Hey, you don't make friends with salad. Is the phrase?
That's what they said on The Simpsons.
Exactly. Oh, joy. Oh, there we go. And then to end, we actually made like vegan pancakes. You know, the bun sao or whatever it's called.
What do they
That
put on
was
their
good.
pancakes?
So it was actually just like the wheat, rice, and something other flours combining, and just like use turmeric to get the yellow color, and like some soy milk, and it was like fine because they're really thin, almost crepe-like.
Yeah.
And then you like roll that up with some other ingredients, and again in
Strawberries?
rice paper, and then you dip it in.
The green mango?
Yes, the
Satay.
green mango's always
Sauce.
Not
Yeah.
satay. Because when I mentioned satay, there was no satay, and it was like more of a Thailand thing.
No, he did actually say
But
the
there's
satay.
but he
apart-
said that
apart
we
from-
dip peanut. I don't think it's called satay.
Satay.
They just call it like a peanut kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Peanut drizzle.
I don't know what the word is in
Would you
Vietnam.
drizzle it?
But that was really good. And then in Hanoi we did a dinner tour, and we had like 7 different things that we tasted, and
Ooh.
a personal like tour guide for just us two. That was the best experience, I think. Those 2 experiences, the cooking and the tour, because I just got to walk around and eat. The walking not so much, but like the eating was good.
So
Did
what
you-
what was the best and worst meal of the whole trip?
Gee, best meal. Lock in.
We got to get a win on the board here. For
Yeah,
sure.
we do.
Oh, alley oop.
Best meal.
Gee,
There were a lot.
we
Maybe one of the fuzz that I had. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Like that whole tour was great because I tasted like 7 different meals and everything. So that would probably be the best, but like divided up 7 ways.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because it was at like 7 different locations as well. That was probably the best.
Like experience overall.
Yeah, and like the best food, even though because it's great when you're just eating little bits of different things, and it's not all just like one big meal of the same thing. Sometimes.
Fine dining. Spec.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that. Good one, Tommy. Save a goal much.
I think he's gotten distracted.
It's
yeah.
easy to.
And then the worst one, there was some shockers. They're just
Yeah, so you get any bad? That's what I want to hear. I want to hear about the bad. Well, you obviously didn't get sick, so
well.
it couldn't have been that bad.
So, like, when you're going around, like, not everywhere is great for vegan stuff. You know.
Did you ever accidentally eat non-vegan food or?
No.
Yeah, I imagine it'd be tough to.
So basically, just like there was like one lunch, and we're on this tour around Cat Bar Island, which is great. And we told them like they came around like first thing was like, oh, does anyone have any like food preferences, allergies, blah blah blah, and we told them that. And so they just gave us like we told them we were vegan, so there was like steamed rice, some like some bok choy in like soy sauce and stuff. Oh my god, I thought
Gee, we are killing this.
yeah. Some bok choy was just like, you know, a little bit of soy sauce and stuff, and like French fries, and that was our fucking meal. And then the dude's like, oh, because like we're eating it, and like everyone else had loads of other stuff. There were loads of veggies and everything else. It just had like all seafood in it. And it's like, fine, whatever, like it's a local thing. But we just thought, like, why even bother asking if you're not going to actually give us anything substantial to eat? And he was like, oh, do you want some, like, bread and jam? I'm like, sure. Sure, I'll have that. And then the bread was, like, 2-day-old, stale.
Oh.
And I was just like, this is so shit. And we've paid money to have, like, to eat lunch as well. And it was just like, it just sucked. And I was like, but the whole tour sucked. Like, it was honestly really poorly managed, which was like definitely an outlier.
A bit of
in
a tourist trap.
Oh, jeez.
Um,
Oh, good save.
yeah, I guess so. Like there was this more of a tourist trap where it was just like wherever they took us, like they'd end up taking us to a market or a local like
Yeah.
incense village, and they were like, okay, this is what they do, and then like a bunch of people would just be like, you want some? You want to buy this? And we're like, no, I'm here to learn. Like, I don't want to buy shit that I don't need, kind of thing. So,
Yeah, I think that's a pretty common.
It's like a big overseas thing, right? Everyone
Yeah.
just selling stuff on the street.
yeah.
So, you have talked a bit about food, but what about Froffies? How did you go?
Froffies.
Did you have a like, normally when Australian men go to Southeast Asia
Yeah.
and they get some Froffies in them, and then they're out in the sun for a bit too long, some less than some questionable things happened. How did you go in the Froffies?
Didn't really hit them too hard because I was with my girlfriend. So, but tasted the wares. Had the Saigon beer in the south, which was pretty watery. There was like the Huda Huda in like Hawaii. That's like their local one.
Ah, yeah, cool.
That wasn't that great. That was similar to the Saigon beer, but the Hanoi beer was like okay. It was like a blend of rice and malt lager.
Nice.
It had a bit more flavour, a bit more like that malty thing to it. So that one I liked the most. And I think like in general, the food in Hanoi was like pretty much, it's like pretty elite throughout the whole trip. Yeah. So, but didn't really get too carried away. Had a lot of pineapple juice as well went most places, and some like peach iced tea. Actually, to be honest, the best thing was the coconut coffee. It's just like coffee, but instead of like soy milk or whatever, it's like coconut milk, and it's an iced drink, and that went off. That's so good.
Why is that not an option at like a cafe? That would make sense.
I do not know, because it tastes so good, and you don't really need to add sugar or anything, because like coconut's kind of got like that natural
Pretty sweet,
sweetness
yeah.
to it. Yeah, but like everything there's got coconut.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
just
in abundance.
Yeah.
Interesting. And the price was like, what, $2 a beer roughly thereabouts?
Yeah.
Not cheaper?
Yeah, for sure. Like, and you can get that. It's cheaper when you go to like the store, as it always is. But like, even just buying it at a local place, $2 most places, unless you're going to like a big fancy hotel, which we did stay in a couple of those. But yeah, it's so much cheaper there. Everything is, as long as you know where to go, because there are like the big the big chains. Like there's this one called Highlands Coffee. They're everywhere over there, and they just like
They're like the Gloria Jeans or the...
yeah, kind of like their Starbucks, I would say.
Oh, okay.
And they'll charge you an arm and a leg for stuff. Like like it's reasonable here, but it's just like you can get like
So much cheaper.
yeah.
Would you go back to Vietnam?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I would just try and avoid, like, the really big cities a bit more. Because I got so sick of the traffic, just the noise and everything. Like,
The smell.
Yeah, the smell, the smog. It was just like... Because Hanoi recently was listed as the worst air pollution.
Really?
Yeah, in the world in Hanoi. Because like electric cars are just starting to take off.
Yeah.
They've got like these electric taxis called Vina Fun or something.
VinFast?
Yeah, VinFast. Yeah, so they're everywhere, but they're like really the only.
They're not very good, I've heard.
Yeah.
It's like a Vietnamese billionaire. He's I'm gonna make my own car company.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Elon Musk of Vietnam, I guess. But
not as good as our good friend Elon's car. Is that right?
Good friend.
I mean,
Australia.
like actually, yeah.
cars.
Oh,
He's
he was
gone
saving
there.
it.
I think
He's threatening. He was threatening. There he
He
goes.
set him up.
Yeah.
I think my friend Elon's had a bit more time to refine.
Yeah. I think they just started,
Refine
and they're
his-
like basically the only electric cars you see
Yeah.
around there.
They actually owned a testing facility out of Melbourne.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they didn't use it or something, or they wanted to expand it, but the council was like, no, that's where the wildlife lives or some shit. So they sold it again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they were going to ship all their
sorry.
cars to Melbourne, test them, and then ship them back.
Oh,
I
really?
guess. But
That's seems quite wasteful.
yeah, well, now there's like a racetrack in, I don't know, southeastern Victoria somewhere that
Oh, okay.
Winton.
isn't. Nah.
That's like north.
I think Holden used to own it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Obviously, my dad.
Sorry.
Yeah.
How did I do that? I've hit it. I've somehow hit that to myself.
Oh.
It's come back and then
Oh no!
wrong place, wrong
I
time.
really have to say, I think the quality of this podcast is really going downhill since you've abandoned the Fortnite angle.
No, it's
I think
coming.
It's,
It's
I
coming.
think we
Be
need
patient.
Fortnite. I think we need it.
Okay.
I reckon after this game.
I think we need it. I think
just
what I'm
gotta
saying.
check the updates, notifications. Oh
Oh my god.
that's not what it said before. Sorry.
10 hours left. I think
Yeah,
I
no
think
Fortnite
you
today.
no
No
Fortnite
Fortnite
today.
today.
What? What happened with the other one? The Fortnite
I don't understand.
4.26?
It said that it was copying the
Oh.
thing over, and now it's just doing another.
Alright,
update.
let's play Fall Guys after this.
Fall Guys. Ooh.
If that's downloaded.
I'm sure that will probably also.
Did you want to try the
need
GeoGuessr thing, or do you need an iPad for that?
I need an iPad for that.
Okay, never
But I
mind.
can play Battle Royale. Like, I don't need to download anything. It's just on a browser. I can do that if you want. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah, so the electric cars, yeah. But the smog, I would just avoid Ho Chi Minh City and actually I really did like Hanoi, but like it's just too loud. Like on Cat Bar Island, it was just like paradise, and it's just quieter. It is for tourists.
Yeah.
But it's just so much more chill. It's like when you go to Thailand and you go to like, you know, Koh Lanta or whatever, Koh Samui. Yeah, it was just chill. So, yeah. But I would go back, and I'd probably spend more time in Hoi An, because that's always just a good spot. Like, it is very touristy. But it's like, in the old town, there's just like, a lot of the roads are shut, and it's just like all pedestrians and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you can walk around, take in everything, and yeah. So, yeah, I would go back.
Where's your
Nice.
next overseas trip?
I
Yes.
think maybe Europe next year for Cassie's 30th, because her brother lives in Amsterdam, and I'm hoping I might be able to see some fam in Italy. I know my name's Salmon, but I
Big
do
salmon
have some
population
Italian.
in Italy.
Yeah,
Oh, it's just,
I have some Italian roots.
They have the salmons.
you have to do a favour to saving.
Yeah,
Might have to
yeah.
cut down on the old froffies for a little while.
I think I might cut down on the froffies. Yeah, you know. So no, thanks.
That's not the
Thanks
only
for that
thing that costs
suggestion.
money.
It isn't. No.
Oh, look at me. I'm
Fall
carrying
guy.
the team again.
Good job, mate.
Coke
Yeah.
Zero.
Coke
versus
Zero versus Pepsi,
Pepsi
Max.
Max.
Coke Zero.
If you're looking...
100 times.
Oh, I grew up a Coke man. My dad is the biggest Coke nuffy of all time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But I actually like Pepsi Max better.
it's too sweet.
But sometimes I actually can go for
sweet.
both, and sometimes I'm in a mood for a specific one. So I actually like regular. I think the best drink. If I was on death row,
Normal Coke.
and they said
normal glass Coke.
normal
right?
glass like the
Yeah.
regular Coke for flavor
Yeah.
over regular Pepsi. But if I'm trying to be a little less fat, then I want a zero drink. And if I'm fooling myself,
I like both.
if I have a zero sugar soft drink
Yeah.
with my half a chicken and chips, the cut out some calories, I'll go with the Pepsi Max.
Oh.
Really?
7 times out of
Interesting.
10,
Huh.
and then
I think I became more of a Pepsi man because that's what KFC has.
well, you are a KFC.
Yeah.
I'm a KFC man.
Yeah.
And by default, I have to fucking get KFC, Pepsi with my KFC. So.
Well, you know that
You have to get
KFC is owned by Pepsi, right?
Yes. Well,
KFC's whole
Yum
its whole-
Brands. which
KFC's
is same owner.
entire purpose is to sell Pepsi, which is actually
Effectively, yeah.
ridiculous when you think about it.
Do you kill anyone in this?
So
Nah, it's
I
simply
buy
just moving shit around. And
I
make
buy
people
slabs
go.
of either one, depending on whichever one's cheaper at the time.
Yeah,
Usually it's Pepsi.
whatever's.
But lately, I think I'm leaning more towards Coke, no sugar.
Really,
Okay.
so I'm gonna
Yeah.
impress
Well,
you.
if you were going to drink a lot of it, then you would go Coke no sugar because the Pepsi is very sweet.
Pepsi has more of a flavor, I think. So it's
Yeah.
more like it's more intense, I think. Like
Well, that's how they won the blindfold test that they
Yeah.
did because they would give you just like a shot amount. and it was because it was sweeter. You naturally like that better.
I think-
Whereas like that's why they've always their genius marketing. Whereas Coke is less sweet.
I think
but
Coke
more-
blends into your meal better.
No.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Where you pour it into
yeah.
your dinner.
Yeah.
Wow.
It
good.
does.
No,
yeah,
when
it's
you-
just
When
not
you're
as-
making like a
yeah.
risotto or something, you just pour it in there.
You can. People do that.
Really?
Yeah, especially with meat. As like a, I don't know, marinade or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Blend it with some soy and all that. I wasn't allowed to have Coke growing up because there was an acid in it that was meant to effectively work the opposite against calcium and that sort of thing. But I also am.
I heard it
low-key-
stunted your growth, but I still drank too much.
Well, yeah, that might have been related to it, but
I think that's just caffeine, right? Like, I remember people like, oh, you can't
Maybe.
have coffee because it's got caffeine stunt your growth.
I just thought it was smoking.
there was some sort of acid.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, and
think-
alcohol.
I think old mother read too many funny articles.
Bit of a conspiracy theorist, is she?
Not really. Oh, he's
that-
running away from the
No,
security guard.
he's in trouble.
He doesn't like that I've got a hoop in my mouth.
He's old fossil needs to get on his bike a little bit more, I reckon.
Oh, he's gone. Okay,
Oh,
they're not,
he's
so they're not
foxed him.
following you
He-
under there. Okay.
Yeah, they don't
Foxed him.
follow me. And now he's going to pick up a tomato. that
Oh,
I'm
he's
He's forgotten
easily
about it.
confused. Look at him.
I'm going to sneak up.
This dude's an idiot.
Oh, no.
Oh no, what's happening here?
I'm honking.
Oh, no, you-
Honk, honk, honk.
You're in trouble here.
Oh, come on, boss. Give us a go. Imagine if someone cared about a goose that much.
Wasn't this
that they-
developed in Melbourne?
Yes.
Yeah.
My
it
partner
seemed-
went to. She was lectured by the guy that did the score for this game or something.
Oh.
Now I'm going to go drop this pint glass in the water.
I'm sad it doesn't look like Melbourne though.
Yeah, it's meant to be based on like a British sort of pub. This area, like an outdoor pub.
Oh,
They're
so
chasing me down the canal.
listen.
She's chasing me too. Oh,
no!
I dropped the glass. Fuck you both.
Can you pick it up still?
No, it's broken.
Oh.
Broken. Well, that's very upsetting. Might go drop this into the water.
It'd be cool if like you could see what people were thinking about. Like,
Oh, now they're after me.
No,
They've got
no,
their
now you're in
intentions.
trouble.
They're
Oh,
not going to get to me in time.
oh.
Say goodbye to your son. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Well,
Now
she
she's not
doesn't,
interested
she
anymore.
doesn't care. They've all got ADHD. It's a very well-made game.
I like it. About 10 years ago, you were thinking, "Geez, gaming has gotten good." And
yeah.
imagine the
GTA
future of
5,
gaming, and
yeah.
now it's just Fortnite and Untitled Goose Game.
Hey,
Yeah,
not all
yeah.
it
When GTA 5 came out, how did you looking forward to like the future of gaming,
Yeah.
and then
yeah, well, see, GTA 6 is an interesting topic as well because obviously that's been delayed for quite some time. And when that hits, that has to be groundbreaking because I think
it'll be good.
they
don't
kind of
think
owe that
it
to
will
their
be.
fans now, right?
No, it'll be amazing.
I think it's been too long. I think it'll be really good, but
It
like
has to be.
I don't think it'll hit people's expectations because
People
the
are
previous
gonna-
game
yeah.
came out 12 years ago.
2010.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've
Can't
got
believe
no
it's 12
room
years
for
ago.
error.
That's depressing.
Yeah, they have delayed it.
Take this
So
basket.
Coke Zero better than Pepsi Max?
Look, yeah, why not?
Depends on my mood, but
Okay.
maybe.
Because I'm like staunchly Coke Zero is better.
Staunchly.
Because it's just not as sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my argument.
Do you think they both use some sort of stevia, or is it like?
No, it's aspartame, isn't it? How do you say it?
That's Aspartame.
I think they both use the same one.
Yeah, artificial sweeteners, but just Pepsi Max uses a lot of them.
Oh, it's worse for you, is it?
Well, I just feel like in the taste, it's just crazy sweet.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I can't drink Coke. Like, I don't like drinking normal Coke because it's way too sweet. It was weird. And I think they've got different recipes in different countries. Because Coke and Coke Zero tasted different in Vietnam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both use aspartame.
Aspartame.
It could be climate too. Things taste better. You ever had a
Sometimes,
had a Bintang in Barley? It tastes incredible. If you have one in Australia, it tastes like pure shit. It's just the worst beer of all time.
Yeah, they all wear those singlets, don't they?
Well, I think the syrup is all made in one place, but the water would be different
Okay.
there's
I
a
know.
per
box.
country.
How'd they know?
No, I honked. I honked my way out of there, and then I just jumped out.
Oh, I was wondering whether.
But then-
Well, I'm surprised both of them didn't see me get in the box to begin with. But
American normal Coke has
I want these people to-
high fructose corn syrup instead of sugar.
I can impress
okay.
them. I was standing on here before, and they like it when I do things. Like when you honk, they applaud.
I tell you what, food, Froffies and Fortnite, this goose is looking pretty good for dinner.
Oh, come on. He's a
I
cute
reckon I
little
could whack
guy.
that bitch on the barbecue and
No,
make it real
no,
nice.
no, stop it.
Oh.
I haven't
Okay,
seen
just-
you barbecue for a while. Are you still doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm
Obviously.
not here as often as I used to be.
Well, that's, you know,
You've moved out.
you've
haven't
been
you?
captured. There's no doubt about that.
I'm taking this man's stool away.
Have you done any new barbecue techniques or rubs or anything?
Oh, I cooked the chicken all the way through now.
Okay.
That's something interesting
Well,
that I've been doing.
did you
It's good for your health.
half cook it before?
Yeah, of course.
Medium rare.
Raw, like medium rare.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I you know,
He's
and
lost his stool.
I really get passionately
Oh, the
rub.
harmonica.
I really rub the chicken. I rub the
Okay.
I rub the flavoring into the chicken.
You got to penetrate it with the
Yes.
flavors. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very deeply.
Did you see that guy that ate raw chicken for like 100 days or something?
Yeah, did he die? Yeah.
No.
What?
He was completely fine.
The
I still don't know how he did it.
No,
Oh,
because
look
it's
at this moral
because
culture.
the reason you can't eat
Yeah,
it is
he's a
because you
good
can get
boy.
salmonella and it's not in every one. It's only
Yeah,
in-
but he had chicken every day for like 100 days.
But people eat raw eggs all the time, and
How
you're not
did-
supposed to eat raw eggs. But people eat like raw cookie dough and shit like that, which has raw eggs.
Have you had salmonella poisoning before?
No.
I think
I just
have.
don't know why someone would.
It's
try
really
eating
bad,
raw
though.
chicken for 100
I don't-
years.
I don't
What,
think
what do
you
you get
have.
out of that?
Um,
You get a bit of 15 minutes of fame.
400,000 followers.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah, well, I
Okay,
mean,
good
why
for
don't you
him.
just make a podcast about food, Froffies and Fortnite? And
I
then
would
you're-
rather tens of views than.
We don't even have an
400,000.
Instagram account for this.
Oh.
I would rather
Who needs one?
40 followers than 400,000.
I tell you what, you
could
as
be,
long as I
Cammy.
don't have to eat raw chicken.
Cameron, I'll make a deal with you. We
Oh.
should make a challenge for every day. Every day for 100 days, we'll add one chicken tender to what we eat. So on day one, we'll eat one chicken tender, and day two, we'll eat two chicken tenders.
I see how it works. Yes.
And then by day 100, you're gonna be in real trouble. when you go
let
on
me
a-
guess. 100
You're gonna-
chicken tenders.
Let's do it
I
together.
support
That's
this
a good
experiment.
challenge. I reckon that would be
You
funny.
would have to eat. You'd have to parcel it out. Those
You'd be
last
in-
few days.
Oh,
You'd be in real
come
trouble.
on. No, well, that wraps
I
us
reckon
up,
that
mate.
wraps us up. I've had
All right. Thanks for
I didn't even
watching.
get onto
I've
it.
been Gary Smith.
I've been Carmen's last name.
Mark
That's
Salmon.
that's a good. I've got a pair, so I'm going to actually announce my real
Jacob
name, and that's Tobias
Underwear.
Botchful.
All right.
Good one.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye. Sorry, this sucked.
In the shop, Froffies in the shop, Fortnite in the shop.